Oh my god, this is laggy, dude. This is so bad. Oh god. Dude, I can't. It's too laggy. There's nothing I can do. 100% garbage. Fucking really bad. Stupid fucking game. I didn't do anything there either. Oh my god, it won't pair. Doesn't block. Oh look, now I mash super and I hit you. I know what he's doing and I'm countering it and it doesn't come out in time because it can't do reactionary stuff in this game online because the lag is so bad. It's so frustrating. Bullshit! I reacted, it didn't work in time for the lag. Kekin did a 10-bit cheer. And he said, you've probably seen it. Would you ever consider Fightcade? It's an online fighting game service for PC, and you can run Super Turbo through it. I get some matches in here and there. I'd be interested in playing you in hopes that you could learn some. In hopes that I could learn some things. I'm aware that there's various things you could play on PC for fighting games, in particular the old arcade-style games that can be emulated. As you guys know, I'm primarily a console player, just for the fact that it's easy for me to play and capture everything via console. When I do try to do stuff on the PC, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes it's terrible and cause frame rate drops. I'm assuming this is Fightcade, whatever it is, if it's a program or an emulator or whatever, would not be very resource intensive to play. But considering that CPS2 hardware, which is, I know that's, no one knows what that is, that's the name of the hardware inside of the arcade cabinets for Street Fighter 2. It was called a CPS2 board. Has been emulated for a million years. And, you know, I was able to emulate it in the early 2000s and play these games on my PC. So yeah, would I ever consider it? Let me put it this way, folks. Let me put it this way. I would consider it in two scenarios. Number one, if and when one day, which is inevitably going to happen, people stop playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch. I only give it about another month or two. Honestly, I think it's the same group of players who are, I think it's the same group of players who are playing it right now. It's not a large group of people. It's a very small group of people who are still playing the game. But I still have been able to get in on matches, okay? So, if I was not able to get any matches or whatever, and this game died, which inevitably it's going to be probably by the end of the year, I'd probably start craving wanting to play Street Fighter 2, alright? Now, hopefully what I'm hoping, and I think everyone's kind of hoping this too, is that this game, or at least a version of Super Turbo, eventually gets ported to other consoles. You know, right now we have the heavy rumor that there's going to be some kind of a 30th anniversary Street Fighter anthology that's going to have Third Strike and some kind of the Alpha series. We don't know what game, but maybe some Street Fighter Alpha games in it with online capabilities. And it may be released for like PS4, Xbox One, etc. That certainly would be awesome, right? Wow, excuse me. A nice giant belch for you. But, you know, hopefully a version of Super Turbo will eventually be released for other consoles, because the Switch version of this game sucks shit. It lags like crazy. It's terrible online. But the other thing is, you know, right now I'm taking the time weekly to do these streams of Street Fighter because I have time. Coming up in the next couple of months, with all the new releases coming out, I may not have that kind of time anymore, and I may need to start, basically not doing this anymore. So we'll see. But anyway, let me put it this way. If there was no way for me to get in gameplay of classic Street Fighter, and I was craving it, then yes, I would consider playing Fightcade. But I'm in no rush to rush over there and start playing that game, alright? Quite seriously, I'm not. For multiple reasons. Number one, you know what'll happen. As soon as I go over there, a bunch of fucking tryhards are going to try to say, oh, I got to beat DarksydePhil to prove that he sucks and he's a sham. So I'm going to try so hard to beat him, and they're all going to use their online bullshit tactics, right, to try to fucking cheat me out, and it's just going to be a bad time. I just know it, because from what people say, I guess Fightcade is where a lot of people who are still serious about these games play all the time. So you're going to have these try-hard people who are just going to try so hard to fucking just annoy the fuck out of me, and not allow me to have fun playing the goddamn game, and they're going to be picking over, online stupid bullshit that I won't be able to do anything about. Just like this game too. At least here it's like, this game isn't very serious. You know what I mean? Like, no one cares if you get beaten in Ultra Street Fighter 2 or if you win in Ultra Street Fighter 2. The game's a joke. No one competitively treats this game seriously. But God forbid I go to Fightcade and I play an emulated version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and someone beats me, then they'll go running to for the fucking Shoryuken.com to talk about how they beat DarksydePhil. You know what I mean? These people stroking their e-penises or whatever. It's just so stupid. I just don't care. I play the game to just dig around and have fun, and yes, I rage and I talk shit, but I know that this is silly online play. It doesn't matter. But some of these fucking people, they get so serious about this stupid shit. They think it actually matters. But anyway, I don't know. It's not out of the question that I would ever play Fightcade. At the same time, I'm in no rush to run over there and play the try-hard, super serious people. Okay? I'm just not. Alright. More shout-outs. Let's see here. Ugh. Excuse me. Alright. Up next, we had Mike Lee, who cheered. He said, Phil, to make the Street Fighter Challenge run fun, try a 1-credit run per game. The AI in Street Fighter games is not very hard. I played Third Strike at highest difficulty on keyboard. It's not too hard. Also played Third Strike on Fightcade. Alright, enough of this. This Mike Lee literally is a contrarian. Like, everything I do, he always has to tell me the better way to do it. So I have a good idea. No, you should do it this way instead. It's better. Oh, I'm going to play Ultra Street Fighter 2 to practice for the upcoming... No, you should play Fightcade instead. I think I'm going to do a Street Fighter Challenge run. No, you should be doing a 1-credit run. Mike Lee, I appreciate your cheer. Please relax. Please relax. Alright? The point of this run that I'm going to do is going to try to get through as many games as possible. If I do a 1-credit run and have to start from the beginning, not only would you have to see me redo the same fights over and over, which would not be entertaining for the stream audience, it would take too much fucking time. So, basically, I had no chance to get through all the games if I'm doing a 1-credit run. The point is, in 7 to 8 hours to try to get through 11 games. Trust me, I know what I'm doing here, alright? I haven't been around for 10 years and just started and don't know what's going on. I know what I'm doing, so please stop trying to second-guess me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Alright. What do you mean I won't play Fightcade? Fightcade is exactly the same as this, you stupid. Fightcade runs at the wrong speed. That's why I never played that either. Fightcade runs at this incorrect emulated speed because Fightcade is an emulator just like this game. It's not the actual game running. Why would I go off the version of the game that runs the wrong speed and go play the other version that runs the wrong speed? Dummy. Let's see, Nose Vacuum cheered. He said, Phil, the connection sucks every week with Street Fighter. Why are you still playing the game? I've already explained this a million times. I grew up playing classic Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 is my favorite, but 3 and Alpha 3, I'll play them. And they're the best fighting games they're the fighting games I'm the best at. Let's put it that way. Out of all fighting games I've played over the years, those are the ones I'm the best at. I said the only other one I'm really good at is Marvel vs. Capcom 1. I was also quite good at Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but those games are dead. Those games aren't played anymore, okay? So, that being said, I love playing these games, and there's really the only viable way for me to play these games is this collection, even though it's laggy and has issues. Now, you might argue, well, there's Fightcade on the PC, and a lot of people play that. Yes, you're correct, there's Fightcade on the PC. Number one, it's rampant with cheating. People constantly use macros and program stuff to completely cheat. It's not even viable, it's not competitive, it's broken and stupid, and a waste of time. Number two, Fightcade runs the same broken versions of emulated games as this collection anyway. So you're not even getting any increase into the gameplay. It's still the wrong versions and everything. Maybe the only better thing you get is a slightly better connection. But that's totally not a balance for people cheating with macros. Just think about this. People on PC literally have programmed special moves to be a button. So you could just mash a button and hope that a Shoryuken blows through everything you're doing every time you play the game. What's the point of playing? There's none. It's a waste. So, yeah, I'm definitely not playing Fightcade. This really, sadly, the collection is the only real viable way for me to play until they make another collection. Now remember, this collection is 2.5 years old. In another two years, it's the 35th anniversary of Street Fighter. Maybe they'll make a 35th anniversary collection, and that one will be worth a shit. Because this one really was not. This one really was a box job, a rushed money grab. And it sucks that that's just what it is, but I would love to play better versions of these games online, for sure. So that being said, with Street Fighter, I enjoy doing Street Fighter once a week. And I keep getting asked, Phil, why do you play Street Fighter once a week if you have such a bad time playing it? Because the truth is I don't have a bad time playing it. When I play Street Fighter, even though the lag is bad, the inputs are dropped, and you got trolls harassing me and shit. The truth of the matter is, every time that I play Street Fighter, the once a week that I do, I feel nostalgic. I get a feeling of connection with my youth. When I used to be in arcades when I was young, Friday and Saturday nights, 3-4 hours a week, playing Street Fighter, having fun, standing in an arcade cabinet, competing against other people from all over the local area. I get that vibe back. I do. It feels great. It actually feels exciting to me that I get to re-experience the classics that I was playing in arcades at one point, It's the only opportunity I get to do that. I don't have time or means to go attend tournaments in person and play other people like that. I don't have a means to play another version of the game. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you play Fightcade? I can't play Fightcade. My computer, with the setup that I have, it barely allows me to capture from consoles the way that I'm doing. The CPU can get maxed out like 80-90%. Now imagine trying to run Fightcade while doing that. It ain't gonna work. So this is the only opportunity I really have to play the classics, okay? And I would much rather play a busted, broken, falling apart version of the classics than not play the classics at all, okay? Yeah, that is true. Shambles the Cat says, so Fightcade is on the table. If I get a new PC, I can run Fightcade, I can stream and capture Fightcade, and I can outport the video to my TV here. I see no reason why I could not play Fightcade. It probably would be a waste of time, because everyone fucking cheats on there, but if that's really what you guys want to see me waste my time on, with shitty rollback netcode and fucking people with macros and shit, you guys think that Fightcade is like such a great thing. I'm telling you, it's literally not. It's actually the try-hard zone. It's every idiot who wants to act like they're going to brag about something, goes on Fightcade and fucking does every possible thing to get a cheap win. It's like, it's such a waste of time, but you guys are dying for me to play Fightcade. Really.